Alright, fellow sons of Mars. Last time we did a little bit of an invasion story here on Rome. I've come to the realization, however, that there is a little bit more to the whole warfare stuff than I quite realized. And that has more to do with the fact that I did not claim any money from any of my target empires, which is obviously an issue. Also, the whole control area with fortresses, etc. Bit of an issue, so that's something that we need to deal with. Also, Corsica, we're currently trying to assimilate people into it, and we can probably spend a little bit of oratory power here as well, just to make sure that we can assimilate pops to our culture. Spending oratory power, a little bit of free men as well. We have more oratory power. And that should at least lower their desire to overthrow us ever so slightly. But in the meantime, we're trying to very rapidly overwhelm our enemies here. So you can see right now they've got 20 cohorts and 10,000 manpower. We've got 14,000 manpower and significantly more cohorts, but also they've got a little bit more support. So we're going to need to slowly take things up and make sure that they can't do anything. Meanwhile, our legions are on the loose and never out of season, and we slowly but steadily need to start and push. And I also have a cup of tea with me just to lubricate my throat a little bit. So, excuse me 1 second. Spiff would be proud. I don't drink any cream in my milk, though. What's this? Umbria's occupied. Part of Umbria that's been occupied by Lingolia. So let's take a quick look at the current situation. Foreigner arrives. No, thank you. So right now we are... What's this? This is all Roman territory. Umbria is who we are at war with. No, we are not, actually. Umbria is at war... Okay, we are at war with Placentia and Umbria. Okay, so that is something we want to keep in mind. And also, thank you so much for those people who were in chat before. Rome, we can see all of our CBs right down here, which is basically most of the Adriatic coast as well, like all of this stuff down here, like Imperius, and basically all up through the Balkan coast. So that right there is something that is nice. Okay, they're trying to siege down this fort. We can try to go for a little bit of a liberation stance on here. Let's move both our troop set areas into here. Interesting. Oh, okay, so they're using... Okay, so this is occupied because of the fortress. That's fine for now. We can deal with that. Alright, let's liberate this area. And we got 19,000 troops over here. We're going to try... Can we take this fortress? No, we cannot because it's currently blocked. So I actually need to... This is a war for the Sabines, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So the Sabines right now are taking all of... we need to take this fortress, really. Cannot move troops here. Is it because of Lingolia? Or Fraternia? Yeah, it's Fraternia, isn't it? Okay, so... Let's see if we can just take these fortresses that they are trying to rock with. So we got this little... Yeah, this should be a really strong... There we go. Killed about a quarter of their troops. Maybe slow things down a little bit, because we have some tech going on. Omen power, national manpower, population growth is good. Heavy infantry discipline, absolutely. Considering we're running with Principe. Got some starving pops, we got some scorned families. Oh boy, that's not good. Overall, so the families themselves are not all that large, so we can easily deal with that. Got nobody in prison. Everybody seems to be employed-ish, so that's nice. And an envoy wants to give us some money for resources, so we can do that as well. Let's shake this fortress. Okay, so we'll just go around and take this Sabine outpost. We have more troops than them, and we should be able to run this down as well, so I currently can't move in there because of the way the fortress system works. So I'll just split... Is this 2 legions or 1? This is 2 legions, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll just send the other one to the other fort. We still have some Etruscan stuff going on here as well. Not going to declare war on the Etruscans yet. They still have one province remaining, so they should have at least still quite a lot of money sitting around. But if we can siege down these fortresses, we should be able to get control of the area. But right now they're just sitting, the Fraternians are just sitting in this province. We can't get into it at the moment. Ooh, this is unfortunate. We lost a lot of troops there. That is unfortunate. What do we have here? 8 heavy cohorts. How's our legions doing? Okay. So it's 10,000 troops. We can still get a bunch of manpower in. That's good, but our allies can just swoop around as well. 7,000 troops in here. Yeah, the siege just seems to be going as well, so that is not a problem. 7,000 troops over here. Expansion of the tribes, yes, absolutely. More production for us. 10,000 troops over here. Okay, and then a small fight going on over here. For some reason, they decided to move their army into an area that we were sieging down. It looks like they may want to try to reinforce, but our manpower is draining quite heavily. We're getting 300 a month, losing 700, so grand total of almost nothing, really. 10,000 troops. Man, we only have Sagittarius. Okay, that is kind of annoying. So we only have Sagittarius in here. Interesting. So we have Sagittarius, Principe. We don't have any Velitae. The Auxilia, the Principe are expensive. But we still should reinforce those anyway. And yeah, we should get some Equite with that as well. For the flanking. And a couple of Velitaes just for some skirmish support and all that stuff. Just so we have a nice, rounded legion. This is starting to worry me here. Okay, so for some reason they've decided to attack us in the hills. Interesting. And with bad modifiers onto their actions as well. But we're down to 4,000 manpower, and it looks like they want to try to reinforce with 11,000 troops. Okay, we lost 1,400. Are they still looking to reinforce? No, they are not. But we still have the siege going, and we have a little bit of support from Fraternia coming in as well. At the same time, we may actually try and start integrating some of these smaller vassals of ours. Just so we can add their manpower to us in the long term. Right now it's not going to be irrelevant, but I do want to establish these embassies on our vassals, our feudal vassals, that is. And then there's these 3, so we can integrate those into the long term and actually gain the economy / manpower. They keep on throwing troops into the fray. Whether or not this is a good idea is a whole different question. Are we gonna see the reinforcements from Fraternia coming in on time, or are we going to lose this army? This is a siege. Hopefully the reinforcements are there. We are losing. Even the enemy has a fairly bad modifier on this. There we go. A couple reinforcements are in there just in time. And we should be able to win this now. But it's not going to go well for our manpower modifier. In the meantime, we still have these disloyal provinces over here. We should really do something about them. Maybe convert some pops. Make them happy. Maybe station a legion there at some point. And our army here is ready as well. Good. These units are mercenaries. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where the rest of this army is supposed to be coming from, because they were supposed to be recruited to said army. Yeah, we only have our main units. Not entirely sure where all these Sagittarii went. Yeah, we did win. Cool. A little bit of war exhaustion, nothing that we can't handle. We're a little bit behind, minus 21, but that's mostly to do with the fact that we're losing territory rather than gaining it. But once these sieges are done, we can probably just stomp all over them. We're at 7% right now on this one, 0% on this one. We can set this legion to attach if we can. Yeah, so attachments are allowed now. Oh, okay. Interesting. They were never attached for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is. But still 20,000 troops. There we go. How can I not merge these? Interesting. Not entirely sure what's up with that, but I guess we'll just roll around. Oh! Did we hire mercenaries for no reason whatsoever? It does look like we hired mercenaries. So we should probably just throw them into the fold. And we're just running around with a couple of individual legions, apparently. So, interesting. That is completely and totally unintentional. Good. Alright, so this siege is done. We'll move our troops into a decent position. Minus 4. So we'll just select the mercenary legion. Okay, and the Sabines are being... Yeah. So we'll just throw them into the mix. See what happens. We are paying them. We are paying for them every single month, which is slightly unfortunate. But okay, we got 2 smaller legions over here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. There we go. We can merge these ones. So there's a heavy cavalry. Okay, so where the hell did my original legion go? Did I just casually move it up there? I think I did. Alright, we should be able to intercept them. 20,000 troops in one. We're throwing about 30k against them. Oh. And the leader has gotten the frail trait. I guess we'll just use the troops just to siege down our provinces whilst we wait. And have our mercenaries do all the heavy work. Is this an optimal situation? No, not really. Ooh, tactician, nice. White piece is imminent because, yeah, reasons. Okay, so let's get a leader on this bad boy. There's an election coming up. We got some scorned families. Siege ability supply limit, yes please. The more troops I can squeeze into a province, the better. I think this... Who am I still at war with? Oh, okay, Cydonia. These guys back here. I don't have any interesting, so Umbria. Umbria probably doesn't like me. Nope, not at all. But what we're going to do, we're going to siege down all of this stuff and then claim the provinces. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll just release the mercenaries. Which is completely unnecessary to run the mercenaries this time around. So we have an open position. We also have some scorned families. Who are you? Appius Claudius Caesar. You're good orator. You're good in the civic position. What's your name again? Sorry. This guy. Appius. Oh, he's a researcher. Okay. So he already has a job. So what's the problem then? Oh, it's his brother. But he's also a researcher. No, he's Drusus Claudius. Drusus Claudius can we get you a job, Drusus? Yes, we can. Is this a good place to do this? Probably not. There we go. Now you're off of that one. Oh, we got so many families. And this is why we also purge families when we win a fight. Oh, look, there they are. 10,000 troops. Oh, very cute. Where is this legion? Yeah, Cydonia coming in. Supply shortage, yada yada. Okay, so considering we've basically taken what we wanted. Yeah, and they are cool with that. Let's see how much money we can get out. 71. We can't get Cydonia, but I kind of want to stop this war. Every character in Fraternity I will be put to death. That's exactly what I wanted. This legion over here. How can I get rid of you guys? Change character. Where is the button to send you guys home? Okay, how do I release this mercenary squad? Or do I just let them fight to the death? Because that's an option as well. Unit reorganization. Is there like a disband button or something? Build military road. We're going to do that later. Disband. Will make us lose. We have to pay them 81. And anyone else could hire them. Sure. Okay. Okay, we have another. Okay, we have another spot available at the table. So now we can talk to yet another family, preferably something a big one. Oh, this one is 4%. Okay, it's a little bit more than they deserve. And overall, these families are relatively small. This one, however, Quintus Trebulus. You are good in the division of civic. So Quintus Tremulus. Quintus Tremulus. There you go. You got a job, but you're still going to be scorned. I hope not. But right now our goal is to rebuild ourselves a little bit of that there manpower, because we have burned through quite a lot of it. And we want to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's get this here legion. Oh, we've got Armenian, Picenium, and Corsica that are not happy with us. So we need to do a little bit of internal stuff before we do anything else. Mongolia, really? Oh, interesting. So yeah, we wanna make sure that we can actually get some manpower going again. Maybe put our economy in a good spot as well. I think that will be a good choice. We got a lot of oratory power, so we could convert pops to freemen. Citizens. Oh wow, okay. A lot of oh, they're all, this is because there's the religion stuff. Okay, so they were already Hellenic to begin with, so that's good. We got some citizens over here. This is all coming out of our religious pool. Oh wow, we got a lot of pops to assimilate. Let's start off with the citizens, and then we take it from there. Yeah, these are all Etruscans. We don't want to have any Etruscans by the time we're done. Maybe construct a building or two, like a marketplace and a capital over here. And that should allow us to be... Oh, this could be useful. Ooh, friends with a tribal chief. No, I don't want to disband that there legion. What I do want to do is put you guys on a boat. And move you to this here province. Friendship in high places. Gaius Junius Bulbicus, for reasons only known to himself, has began voicing his opinion in support of Gnaevius Flavius when it comes to the Senate assemblies. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's whatever. He's gonna be the next take a look here. Who's going to be who's the next? Who's the candidate? Publius Semporius Sophus. Interesting. Oh wow, I think I've played with this character before. Ambition: conquer Apulia. Interesting. Apulia. Oh, all of this. But oh, it's just this place. Well, once he becomes the consul, we will be able to get him on his way as well. Now we're getting marketplaces as well. So overall, it seems to be going pretty well. Like, we won the war, we hired mercenaries, we found out how to actually get rid of them. Monthly tyranny. We actually have 0 tyranny. Aggressive expansion is okay. Opinion modifier. Omen duration. National growth speed. Yes, please. And we can do some imports. No, we can't do any imports because nobody likes us. That was to be expected. But yeah, our legions being in a pretty bad spot right now is not helpful whatsoever, so... Oh, well, we still have the National Manpower Modifier, Blessing of Apollo, and it's going to be running till April of this year. Hold on, what was that? National Unrest, War Exhaustion, 2.14. Well, we got Max Stab, so that's good. Aggressive expansion chance, no. National income, no, we're positive. Research points could be useful. Pop growth, tax growth. Again, manpower is something that we very desperately need right now. Governor, general. Oh, of course, we can turn them into generals as well to give them jobs. Interesting. Interesting. Lucius Busta Leginium. Well, apparently this guy doesn't have space for more friends. This is something that happens fairly frequently with me as well. So I find by myself, hey man, you want to be buddies? And I was like, nah, I don't have space. That's clearly a thing that happens all the friggin' time. No. What I want to do right now is wait for my next consul, which is still 3 years away. How are we doing here? Wow, the military... Okay, the military really seems to be doing strong here together with the populists. Interesting. Oh. Oh, do we have a death? Renovations. Do we have the money? No. We most definitely do not have the money. So this is the problem. You gotta balance your demands from people like, hey, I want to have a job in the government. Can you, you know, sort me out one? Versus, hey, I'm the best possible candidate to have this job in the government. These are kind of the questions that you have to ask yourself whilst playing this game. Balancing your internal strife is rather important. Our aggressive expansion modifier is through the friggin' roof. At least the disloyalty is going up, so as in going down. So they are becoming more loyal over time. So Armenium, Piceum, Corsica, all that stuff. It may have something to do with the fact that we decided to park an army over there. So that's at least positive. I'm still not trying to figure out. I saw a thing the other day. A gift. Oh. No. I saw a thing the other day. Preferred size of... Oh, interesting. 10 cohorts flank. Yes. And reduction of tyranny. Opinion modifier. Civic. Trireme. Oh wow, I've become zealous. Omen power. Omen duration. That one's actually kind of nice. Anything that improves duration is always good. How big is this here, Legion? 5,000? Do they have any friends? No, they do not. There we go. So we actually have a reasonable Legion over here. So we'll just move these guys over here and take it from there. How are we doing here with our military? Because we would definitely want to get Roman roads. If we can get Roman roads, we can very rapidly move across the peninsula. And one of our commanders... Oh, our navy has died. Interesting. This could be a good moment to take a look at scorned families. Lucius Busta Megalius. You seem to be... Lucius Busta Lucius. Ooh, a Scipio? I'll have me one of those. Where are you? There's another Cornelius Scipio. Sophus. Man, I wish I could just go and say, hey, you, congratulations, you now have a job. He wants to be governor as well. As a leader of the mercantile faction. I would like to be able to give him a job right out of this here menu. Party leader, culture, no current command, no holdings. So Lucius Busta Megalius. Okay, so that's the guy we need. Lucius. I don't think he's available at all. Then I'm just gonna go with the best one. A 16-year-old will run our navy. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Oh, Jesus. Actually, no. Jesus has not been born yet. It's still gonna take, what, 285 years? Still a ways away. I wonder Hercule... These guys also want to have... Causes belly. War. Importing. I kind of want to take this. Just so I can just spice up the bottom of the boot, so to speak. A gift. Yes, give me money. And with that money, we're going to continue improving our infrastructure by building markets. Fortification. Is there an economy map mode somewhere? Trade route. No. Barbarian. Trade goods. Provinces. These are all going up. Oh, God. You need to be... Turn them civil. I want to turn all these people into proud Romans. Of the cultural variety. Religion map mode. Where is population? So population. Diplomacy. There must be an economy map mode, right? Supply. Civilization. Unrest. No. Political, culture. Where's all my money coming from? I know it's coming from slaves. But still. Oh yeah, that adds tyranny if I change that, by the way. Religion map mode. These are all proud Latins and Hellenists. Trade goods. Hemp. I'm guessing the higher population, the better the trade. Because people actually live there. That's my guess. It's not very clear on where stuff should be built. But hey, we're getting manpower again, so that's good. Oh, a tithe. The head of the devout religious faction has approached us with a broad smile on his face. Without a trace of a sickly grin, every evening his Versace politely offers the support of the portion of the religious faction in return for a minor tithe, which surely would be, oh wow, the poor. We don't have money, so no, thank you. Not right now. Like trade goods, like there's salt. I would like some of that. And we will get some of that. Cydonia. Oh yeah, Lingonia has managed to conquer all the way down here. How strong are they anyway? Lingonia. 20,000 manpower, 40 cohorts, 2... we are not in the place to take them, let's put it that way. 8,000, only 3 legions. March of the Eagles, yes. Siege engineers, hold a triumph, loyalty, omen power, change government policy costs. Yes, because we do that quite frequently. If we go to war here, okay, then all of them will come to the yard. We declare war on the Etruscans. It's just Umbria and Cydonia. How strong is Umbria right now? 8,000 with 3 legions. That means I can maybe field 5 to 12,000 manpower, or 12,000 legions, or 12,000 troops. We should be able to handle that just fine. Take Apulia. Yes. Oh. We have received an urgent envoy from the small state of Malactia. Stena Orissa is requesting our immediate assistance against Carthage, who he claims have treacherously invaded his country. The envoy has spent many hours in supplication before the Senate and passionately argued that if we let the cities of Malactia fall, it would only be a matter of time before Carthage tries to invade and destroy Rome. Given our conflict interests with Carthage and the Mediterranean, their continued policy of expansion, this could be an opportunity to escalate the situation in our favor. Should we respond? Well, we are clearly not ready for war. We'll lose 100 military power, which is fine. Get 10,000 manpower, a reduction of heavy cavalry and heavy infantry cost, and we will promote the military faction and we get claims against Carthage. Sounds like a win-win to me. Okay, so we're only... This should be a relatively simple war. Oh wow, we killed 5,000 troops in one go. What a surprise! We'll take all their money, and then we will reinvest that into the economy. Publius Cornelius Barbatus has approached Gnaeus Flavius in private, reminding him of his past favors done for us by the religious faction. Yeah. Yeah. We should send them money, just because of the... Ooh, a gift. Okay, thank you. Thanks for saving my economy there. Dear one... Ooh, a shadow in the night. Nasus flies and got 2 brutes thugs on the way home. Fearing for his life, he barely escaped. Today we should arrive to the commissariat of Dacia Prima, self-avowed rival of Neus, flanked by 2 thugs who had committed the deed. Sadly, at this point... Oh, this is seizing... Yeah, let's put an... yeah, let's just put an end to this nonsense. Don't need to have my rulers die and the meritocracy die at the same time. This place. Alliance. Let's improve opinion here with Pompey. Because Pompey, we can integrate as well later on, so that's good. Fraternia. Oh, there we go. So we got active diplomacy here. Marcia, Polenia, Fraternia, and Nucernia. So that's good. Oh, and the siege is going well as well. National commerce increase. That's good. Surrender chance, absolutely 0. There's an election coming up. It looks like we're going to get our new leader, Publius Decius Mus, who's the leader of... Oh, there he is. Morale of armies +10. He's terrible at the civic power. But it'll be fine nonetheless. Let's get some more sapping against sieges, because it feels relevant right now. Prefect Militarius. So we need to get a new prefect. 18 years old, Quintus Marcius Filius. He is not of the right faction. What's his level 8? Marcius Valerius Corvinus, however, is a military man of the military faction. And clearly, we are going to vote among a lot. We're not going to vote along across party lines. Can't have that. Man, his ruler popularity is really shit. Let's hold some games. It would be nice if games had like a little event chain attached to it. How have we not won this war yet? What's up? Okay. How much money can we get here? That's fine. Give him no quarter. There we go. Rome is stronger yet again, once more. Let's get into a position here. And with that, we're going to go and wrap up this episode. We did a little bit more in depth this time around, obviously, getting money from the enemy, trying to get resources. Oh god, Lingolia is getting huge. And we're going to need to do something about this here tribe at some point, and then, well, maybe take a look down south at Brutia and the Sulilia here. Maybe push Carthage out as well. Make sure that they don't get too big too early on, and then we can take a look at the Hellenistic world, the sons of Hellas, Delenda Est, as well as Carthago. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and as always, eat shudder.